everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Little Dixie, Frank Grillo. And here's the thing, when I read like IMDb synopsis, I'm only watching this because Frank Grillo's in it. That's it. I have no idea what this movie's about. But when you read the synopsis, it starts off with Doc facilitates a fragile truce between the governor and the cartel, trading leniency for finances. With no more truce, Doc is left to protect himself and fend for himself, all that, and his daughter. Okay. Why would... who's Doc? Doc is from Back to the Future. You know, is Marty McFly in this too? Like, is this the next Back to the Future? You don't reference Doc like I know who he is. Is this a sequel to something? Was there a Big Dixie, and this is the prequel, Little Dixie? I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm the one behind, and you're all laughing at me like, duh. Yeah, Doc is like the biggest character of all time after Back to the Future, you know? So, I don't know. That kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, you're telling me, Doc. Yeah, who's Doc? You know, I'm assuming Frank Grillo, but, you know, he's in this. Eric Dane's in it. There's a couple other people I recognize in it. Nothing, you know, too crazy. 4.8 on IMDb, probably because of that. 417 people rated it so far. So, let me go find out who Doc is and get back to you on this one. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit better than a 4.8, but my review is going to be better than the IMDb synopsis. I guarantee that. Alright, stick around and you'll find out. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Little Dixie. I'm losing my voice. Sorry, no check-in. I'm trying to keep these concise and so you can enjoy my reviews a lot faster. Anyway, kind of like IMDb says up, Doc. Doc is what, an ex-Special Forces playing both sides of the fence. He seems like an informant, although they don't really say that, who kind of works for the cartel, but then also kind of works for the governor. Right? But it seems like that, I don't know, he has that going for him. Well, the governor wants to take down the cartel wants to take down the governor. He finds himself trapped in the middle of all this, and because of that, they kidnap his daughter. That's really what happens. Now, him using all the skills that he's learned throughout his military career is going to try and get his daughter back. So, you can imagine what kind of plot line this is. It's you know, an action movie with a lot of killing and getting to the point. The cartel, they have Cuco, who is the half-brother of the cartel leader, and you know, is trying to always prove himself. So Cuco is boogeyman, I think, in Spanish maybe. But you know, so this guy's crazy and he's out there trying to take down the governor. And he's the one kidnapping, and ultimately, him and Frank Grillo are going to have to go at each other, right? And so it's kind of like the cage match at the end of WrestleMania stuff. Is what you're expecting to get. Maybe not wrestling, but you know, shootout, action portions of it. And sorry, something's also in my eye. So you can see where it's going. You can see Frank Grillo doing it, right? Now, I'll say this, I'm not going to give any spoiler. I will get into that point in a little bit, but I found normally, you think of Frank Grillo's character, ex-Special Forces, his child gets kidnapped. You're usually rooting for that person, right? In this case, I didn't feel myself. Of course, I wanted his daughter to be rescued, but it wasn't like I was rooting for him. And you'll see why when you watch this film. I mean, he is not... You know, he's not ultimately the good guy in all of this. He's a guy who has a lot of skills where something bad happened to his family, and he's going after them. But, you know, it's not one of the characters you want to necessarily win, besides him getting his daughter back. So, I was going to be interested in to see how it all plays out in the ending, which I won't share with you, but, you know, there's a lot of dead bodies left in his wake and throughout the cartel's wake, as you can imagine. A lot of strange stuff thrown in here, I'll say, and that's okay. You got to keep it original. But I think because of the route that they took with his character, I didn't enjoy it as much. And as I say that, I think to myself, if they would have taken the normal route with his character, it would have been very similar to every other movie that we've seen like this, just with different actors and different character names and, you know, slightly different circumstances. So, there you go. If you like Frank Grillo, you're going to watch it. If you like action movies, it's worth a watch. Not really a high score on mine. I still haven't thought of the scoring system, but I'd probably give it a 5. And it felt like it went a little long as well. I know it was an hour and 45 minutes, but it felt longer. I'm not sure why that is. But so there you go. Real quick, I will get into the spoiler alert just slightly. So if you haven't seen it, you don't want it to be ruined. I won't spoil the ending, but I will talk a little bit more openly about it. So spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So the fact that a character like Frank Grillo, Special Forces, is going to do the other guy's dirty work for him, that really sold it down the river for me. I don't know if that's a right analogy, but that's what kind of ruined it for me. It's like, I get it. He has all these special skills that he can go and help save his daughter somehow, some way. Is he really going to do that and go through all of these innocent, good people to do what he did? Right? He's going to go and do the dirty work. No. I get it though. If he does it the other way, doesn't go and do that, and he goes right after the bad guys, well then it's like every other movie we've seen. So it is slightly different, chainsaw and all, but that was, I get the creativity and I applaud them for that. And I think there might be a better way to do that. Not even so much just the governor piece, but the guy in the store clerk. I mean, what did he do? You know, things like that. The mistress. You know, the cops, all that kind of stuff. So that's where it kind of went way too far for me. Not only is he going to do the dirty work, but he's going to, you know, like I said before, leave a trail of innocent people, you know, behind. You know, so that helps you understand why I ranked it so low. Alright, that's it. I'm losing my voice. I'm doing too many movie reviews. I'm going to have to start doing them with closed caption. Alright. Thanks for that. I got something in my eye. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.